Welcome everyone to another Pokemon Go episode. This is our massive weekly evolution session, and if you're not familiar with my channel, I do massive evolution sessions, or at least post them every Sunday. I do battle videos every Wednesday, usually level 10 or 9 gyms, some pretty interesting stuff. And then as well, I do catches of the week on Friday. So before we actually get into this game, let's just give you an update on my player. So let's check out Snorlax. Snorlax, I've walked 127.6 kilometers, so that's good for like 25 candy. Yeah, 25 candy, which is quite a bit. And then as well, I am 146,000 experience. So that's pretty good. I should hit hit 32 in a week and a half from now. So a week and a half, probably when I'll be in Central Park, maybe, yeah. I'll hit it like a week and a half from now, about, or 2 weeks. So it should be pretty good. If we go down to my badges, walked 608 kilometers, 785 evols. Hopefully we'll get that up. I'm almost at 10,000 Pokestops. Probably sometime this week I'll hit that. Almost 7,600. One of the biggest ones I got was I passed 2,000 battles, which obviously most of them I end up doing for these videos. So hopefully keep rising that number up. And then if you keep going down, another big one that I hit was Dragon Tamer, 205. Majority of those being Dratini. So if we actually just quickly go to my Pokedex, you'll see that majority of that 200 is Dratini. 169 out of 177. Fortunately, had two run away on me last night. Okay, let's just set up a few things here. So obviously, you guys know we have to have a lucky egg, and I'm gonna minimize my webcam here. Hopefully it stays working. And then I am going to start the timer. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna start off with some boring stuff, just because we need that XP. Evolve, 300 Caterpie, a pretty strong Caterpie. Some pretty interesting videos are gonna come out this week. I am going to do that Go Plus one. I didn't have time this weekend. But maybe sometime during the week, I'll do an example. I'm trying to find something interesting, something that hasn't been done too often on the internet, so that way it's interesting and not just, okay, get the Go Plus, tracks kilometers really good, or catches Pokemon versus Pokestops. Like, those ones you've probably seen in videos. So I might do something more similar to what Poke AK did, where he does an actual example of using it, like him driving around the mall. Maybe I'll use it driving in, which is going to be quite painful, in rush hour traffic. Rush hour traffic in Toronto, up Yonge Street, towards Dundas. Just because there's a lot of stops there. There should be also a lot of Pokemon there. And it should catch quite a few Pokemon, and hopefully hit a few stops, because it does prioritize Pokemon quite a bit over stops, which to me makes sense. Like, you don't want this tool to be too like overpowered. I don't want it to be, obviously it'd be amazing, but it'd be a little bit too much if, like, because like there's sometimes like 10-15 stops within range when I'm driving up the street. I don't want to be able to hit all 15 stops instantly. It'll just be like too much, and especially it's a passive component of the game, so it's more of a supplementary component. So I will do that at some point. Maybe middle during the week. I'll go home, at 6 o'clock or something like that, and then drive up Yonge Street, because it'll be pretty slow. I'll record it. Maybe I'll do like, put a recording on my dashboard of me so I can talk to you guys or something like that. I'll have to figure all that stuff out. I will figure out, maybe today actually I'll figure that out, just so I can plan for the video. That way I can, catch a bunch of Pokemon, hit a bunch of stops as well, and show you how it works and how it does. There's a little bit of delay, like Pokemon shows up, doesn't necessarily is going to catch it right away, or it's even slower with stops, which for the most part I'm actually fine with. Again, I don't. It's an accessory, not supposed to replace the game entirely. So we have some pretty strong Weedles that we've captured. So Weedles, obviously, then we're gonna do some Pidgeys, and then we're gonna move on to some interesting stuff. So hopefully, some Pokemon with some good movesets. Hopefully. Thank you for everyone that's subscribed the past week, and as well has been subscribed for a while. Welcome to the family, as some YouTubers say. Let's see here. How many people have joined us according to YouTube analytics the past week? So 28 net, 31 new, 3 lost, which is fine. Game evolves and game changes. I'm actually thinking about, what do you think of me posting daily battle videos? Like just the video of me fighting it, because it would take me way too long to do this face cam, even though I like doing it a lot. I have a lot of other things to do. I could do, because I could easily take down like a level 7 gym, level 5 gym, level 6 gym in like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, edit it up in, I don't know, like half an hour or something like that. And I could easily do those videos, post it daily. But there would be no face cam, be no commentary. Let me know what you think. Is that something you think would be worth posting? Would people find it interesting? I don't know. Let me know what you think. As well, like last video, you couldn't see this shirt. Well, you could see it at the beginning, but this is one of the shirts my student got me. Let me just make sure that my face cam's still working. Okay, it seemed to stop work. Okay, that's not good. Okay, now we're back in business. Records maximum recording it. That's what happened last week. Good thing I checked. Let's see what happened here. I'm gonna go to, I don't know, I gotta think of a better solution, or continually watch this thing, which I can't really do because I have some notes on what I want to evolve. Let's see here, and then let's see what happened here. All this technology stuff. I don't know what happened here. Maybe I'll delete some of these other recordings. Maybe it's like give me only a certain capacity. I'm gonna have to cleverly edit this component. I don't know what happened here. Let's take a look at this video. So yeah, this all of a sudden stopped 2 minutes in. It's weird. I don't know why. It is odd. It means I got to mismatch the audio, which is not good. Not good at all. Maybe I'll have another software that will also record my audio, just so I don't run into this situation, which is quite unfortunate. Let's see how much time we're in. I'm sure you guys are getting bored of all these Weedles. Okay, let's move on to Pidgey. So this 5:15 Pidgey, which is pretty strong. We're about 7 minutes in. Yeah, I don't know why. It's very annoying with this. Let me just delete some other stuff here. Maybe because I've like using this like default Microsoft one, and it said something about 3 hour limit. So maybe it's because I have all these other recordings that it's preventing me from recording longer than it. But I just delete it. So hopefully that helps and doesn't erase my webcam video. I'm thinking of okay, so you can see the shirt now. My shirt, let's see what's got for me. So maybe I'll wear it as my weekly evolution video. Shirt 906 Pidgeotto. It's gonna be a beast Pidgeot if I ever choose to evolve it. So that's probably what I'm gonna do for the Go Plus. Just drive up, do some interesting, and then as well the weekly battle videos. No, daily battle videos. Let me know what you think about that. Is that something interesting? You think it would drive people interest and enjoyment, even though I wouldn't be commenting on it or talking over it? Might be still something good to do. I like Poke AK. He kind of does that version. Obviously, it'd be his are really interesting because he uses a whole range of Pokemon. Pidgeotto. So we'll do this for another couple minutes, then we'll move on to a little bit more interesting stuff. Did that Pidgeotto actually have higher CP than my first one? I have to check. Maybe I had higher IVs. Pidgeotto. So anyways, this is part of the grind, doing all these evolutions. I was talking to some friends, and they were like, "Oh, I find doing these evolution sessions worse than grinding," and I get it, but I also I like doing this like YouTube format because it at least makes this. I am a little bit slower. I could probably get 4 or 5 more evolutions, so it's not that big a deal. Evolutions in if I wasn't doing a video, because obviously I'm trying to be engaging and talking and saying interesting things while these evolution things are. So there may be like a couple seconds between each evolution that I'm missing. But so they were saying they find it boring, and I get it. I totally get it that you could see it being boring at some point in times. But I like this format where I'm doing YouTube and posting it and talking about different things with you guys and so I find that makes these evolution sessions a little bit more bearable as well. Some of my friends are so intense into the game and play much more than I do, and I get it. Like they go to this place called King and Princess, and they catch Pidgeys and Weedles for 5 hours. So they have like huge Pokedex storage. So they might be doing evolution sessions every day or every other day. Versus me, I'm just doing once a week. So I don't really feel the pain of it. Pidgeotto. I have awesome weekly catches and hatches of the week, so stay tuned for that one on Friday. It seems to be I like doing that video. It's simple, kind of recaps my week, which I always find fun to do. But it is definitely my the top weekly catches and hatches of the week is definitely my most least popular one. If you haven't had a chance to check out my changes to my recent battle videos, I paid someone to do some thumbnails, just experimenting, see whether or not people like these thumbnails. So if you could just take a look at, for example, Pokemon Go number 27, you'll see level 9. Do you like that thumbnail? Do you think it's interesting? Should I keep having this individual produce these thumbnails to me? Happy to do it if it makes it more interesting for individuals to watch the video. So what's our timer? Our time's at 12 minutes. Okay, this is the last one. Then we're gonna move on to some new ones. Let's see. I'll pull up the list here. So we'll do this Rattata, super strong. And try to save up to get the 500 coins I need to buy 1,000. Oh, it's beastly. To buy the 8 lucky eggs, because then like 8 lucky eggs will put me like pretty good until like end of November. So I don't have to buy any other lucky eggs. So I only really use it for these massive evolution sessions to maximize the XP I can get. 1,000 as well. I had a horrible moveset though. Raticate, maybe I'll do a training video. Show I do have a Pokemon that I can use for Bubble Strap, which is gonna be pretty wicked. Raticate. I just have so many Rattata candy. I just like always transfer them, so I just been accumulating them. That's why I only evolve like decent CP Pokemon. That way, when you actually see the CP, the resulting ones, it's like at least interesting to some of you guys. So, but I do have to start evolving some lower CP one just for the XP, because I'm starting to get an excessive amount of Rattata candy. So like here, I'm even at 400. It's like I still have like 16 more evolves I could do. So I gotta start doing some of these lower level ones. Just start getting this XP, get closer to level 32, so I can start. Especially as I get closer to my million Stardust, I want to be at a good level, maybe even level 33, so that when I do the massive power up, I'll just have all these. I'll have like all this room to power up. I don't know why I'm just sitting here. I'll to power up all my Pokemon. Like if I could power up my Dragonites to 3,200, like have like 3-4 of them, that'd be pretty amazing. Hopefully 4 of them, because there's 2 of them that are close by. And then we'll do Spearow. This Spearow is huge. 525. There are some YouTubers that power up their Pokemon before they evolve, and like one of them I really like watching. Ben Tim. I know he's explained it, all that stuff, and it's his own game. And I always stress to people that it's their own game. But for you guys, I do not recommend that you power up beforehand, because you don't know what the moveset's going to be. Can I do a Sandshrew? Yeah, let's do the Sandshrew to Sandslash. Oh shoot, I missed one on my list. I'll come back to that one. I'll probably keep this one. I just hatched this one, I think. That's the reason why I'm able to evolve it. So do not power your Pokemon up before you evolve them, especially if you okay, actually no, I didn't skip it. Especially if you don't play all the time, if you don't play every day, if you don't play every day for several hours, like you might go and catch all those Magikarp and then evolve and get a Gyarados, and then you're gonna try to power up like a Gyarados with Twister. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Or like you've already wasted all this candy when you could have invested that in the next Gyarados that's gonna actually have a good moveset. Zen Headbutt, well, that's not bad. I don't think it's not this one. I'm going to do some Zubats, then I'm going to do this Oddish, which I'm pretty pumped for. It's pretty big Zubat. See the timer. So I don't recommend that you do power up beforehand, before you evolve. Especially like, things like Gyarados, things like Dratini. Those things are hard to get. Like, I don't... obviously, there's certain areas where, like... what am I saying here? So, like Magikarp. Okay, in some areas they're pretty common. Like in Toronto, they're pretty common. If you spent 4 or 5 hours catching just Magikarp by the harbor front and Jack Layton Ferry Terminal, you can get to Gyarados. That's 4 or 5 hours though. Like for some people, that's like that might be 2 weeks of playing for them. So, and you're gonna go off and power up again. This is not so much. I like Bantam a lot. It's not so much that he can play the game however he wants. But just for you folks, I don't want you to power up, even though it's tempting to power up beforehand. I think I hatched this one. It's only really strong. I think it's like 80% IV, so nothing too crazy. But I don't have Vileplume with good moveset. If I have one of the good moveset, like it's gonna be useful for training against Vaporeons. So I want Razor Leaf, Solar Beam. So I'll have both the moves will benefit from stab, which will same type of attack bonus, will be super effective, and resistance against Vaporeon. That's like three power ups comparison. No, again. I'm gonna get one of these days. One of these. I think I've evolved to. It takes a while to catch these. I think half the candy I got from eggs. So Venomoth, probably gonna transfer this. I see so many of them. They're not good at all. Okay, Diglett. Okay, this is my only second Diglett that I'm evolving. It's actually a pretty high Diglett, 330 CP. It's almost like a level 29 somewhere. Pretty decent Diglett. We've got 10 minutes left, and we have quite a long list, so I'm gonna straight keep powering through these ones. 915 Dugtrio, that's pretty good. It's one of the hottest ones I've seen. So daily battle videos, let me know what you think. Don't power up beforehand. Obviously if you do, that's the way you want to play the game, which is perfectly fine. Like if you want to play the game that way, but if you want to optimize your time and resources, then it's not the best use. And again, these evolve sessions are a lot more fun because I can talk to you guys. Tell me your favorite Gen 1 Pokemon down in the comment section. Just tell me favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. I'm interested in hearing, especially this is so long into the video, that like 20 minutes into the video, that I'm interested in seeing who's dedicated enough to watch it. And obviously if you don't want to post, that's perfectly fine as well. I'm not too fussed on that. So this is 884. I think I evolved a 900 Psyduck before, which is one of my Psyducks here because I don't power them up. Even though they're decent Pokemon, to train. Their max CPs are so low that if it's Water Gun, Hydro Pump, that's pretty good. Water Gun, Hydro Pump, 1900. Wow, okay, that might actually be my highest one. Oh, okay, where am I? Oh, yeah, it is. It's pretty okay. This is the big one for the video. It's Poliwag. You can see here. It has pretty low IVs, but it's already level 30. So I'm not going to power it up anyways. So it's going to go straight to 2000. So hopefully, Bubble Hydro Pump. If I get Bubble Hydro Pump, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be used. I'm still not going to power it up because it has low IVs. But you can see here, I just have, now I'm actually whittling down my Poliwag candy. I had like 400 something. I had way more, like almost 500, 600 or something. I've caught a lot of Poliwags. Let's actually check out how many Poliwags I've caught, because they're pretty common down in Jack Layton Ferry Terminal and Harborfront Center. But I haven't had much time to go down and play and catch these. Oh my gosh, how many have I evolved in? No, I can't do that one. What's the next one? Slowpoke. Okay, this is pretty strong Slowpoke, but I already evolved that 1001, so it's a little bit anticlimactic. But 928, that should turn to a decent one. hopefully 2,000. Oh, okay. Not poor moveset, but that's fine. I like catching slowpokes. I probably, I don't know. I'm going to do a video in the near future. They're gonna put all my Pokemon caught and seen into like a Google spreadsheet that people can check out and see, so that way they can see what my stats are. My poor catch rates on things like I have a less than 50% catch rate on a really common Pokemon. I forget what it was. Like if it was evolved form. Maybe it's Tentacruel. For sure, Tentacruel. I have less than 50% because at the beginning of the game, they just kept running away from me. They were like taunting me. Oh, that's an ugly moveset. Okay, then we're going to move on to Shelter. So we'll do the stronger Shelter. I think the other one has higher IVs, but Shelter, I don't, it's too low of a CP, and because it has a poor stat distribution, that I don't use it as much as I want to. I'd love to, I actually hopefully I can try my Dugong. I do have a really strong seal that I want to evolve. It's going to turn into a it's Hydro Pump. That's okay, whatever. And then I have this excessive amount of drowsy candies. I catch so many drowsies. Drowsies, so for sure I've caught, I would say number 1 or 2, Pidgey or Magikarp. It's up in the air between those two. I think Pidgey might have passed it, just because I haven't been in Jacqueline Ferry Terminal or HBC Harborfront Center in a little while. Not a little while, as much as I normally would. So I might pass some Pidgeys. But number 3 might be Drowsy. Which is kind of insane. I don't know. Actually, I'll do that spreadsheet thing because I'm curious to know what my third most common might be. Probably not Weedle because I have a lot of them run away from me. Might be Poliwag. Yeah, it might be Poliwag. Not Caterpie, for sure. And if you're watching this far into the video, not only tell me your favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, but tell me the most common Pokemon that you've... Top 3 most common Pokemon that you've caught, how many you've caught, and how many you've seen. Oh, I did this last time. It's okay. It seems to do this every video. Oh no, and I only have... Okay, we're skip to the 2 EVs I want to do, because that's the most common ones. I only have 4 minutes left. And then we'll come back to the rest of these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other ones, 5 other evolutions I want to do, which I should be able to get to, but I just want to make sure I have time to get to these EVs. So tell me in the comment section. Yeah, 4 minutes. Let's make haste. Tell me in the comment section below. Okay. Where is this Eevee? Eevee. You know, it's. I am failing here. Okay, it's Eevee. For my friend, this turned into a Flareon, like a 2065 Flareon. Which, if it is a Flareon, it will also be the same because it has the same level, and because we're both plus 30. Okay, turn Flareon as well. This probably 2065. It should be 2065. If I remember this correctly, or 2085. Okay, Heat Wave. Ugh. I'll probably transfer that one, to be honest. Okay, this is 98% Eevee. This one I caught with my Pokemon Go Plus. Pretty happy with this one. Turned to be point good. Water Gun, Hydro Pump, and then when I get to my million example Stardust thing, Water Pulse. I'm gonna transfer that one. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, let's start from here. The Staryu is pretty strong. So we have about 2 minutes or so. So we should be able to get through this. We have Staryu, Goldeen, Horsey, Rhyhorn, Krabby. And I'm gonna try to figure out what in this video after we do these evolves, because there's not really any strong Pokemon here to check out afterwards. Okay, let's I want a water gun, hydro pump. Both benefit from stab. Okay, let's do this Horsey. Kind of skipping over things. We gotta do back and do Goldeen. We gotta do Rhyhorn and then Krabby. Yeah, we should have enough time. About a minute. Let's do one of these Goldeens, and then I think I only have time to do these Goldeens. Actually, maybe I'll go up and I have no time to go up and do the Rhyhorn to ride on, because I think I've only done that once, and that was like for the Pokedex. So I'll go up and do that one, because I think that one's a little bit more interesting to see. Yep, perfect. It's right here. 660-55. I think the one I evolved for my Pokedex was like 900 something. So I actually should be able to have enough time to go back and do the Goldeen. I don't have enough time to do the Krabby. If I'm quick. And with seconds to spare. Let's see, I probably did like, I don't know, like 65 evolutions of math. I did a little bit too many Weedles at the beginning. So there was like a ton of them. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at our XP. Hopefully I'll be at 200,000. Let's see here. 207,000. What did I start with? I'll check out the video afterwards. Let's get this Pidgey. Hopefully, I was trying to go for an excellent. Trying to show off. I did hit a few excellents. Yesterday. Let's get in here. Okay, perfect. Well, let's check. Let's catch a star here as well. Okay, good. This cam's still working. Unfortunately, like there was like that 10-minute or so that it wasn't working. Oh well. This is what it is. Looks like Jacqueline's. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the common ones. Obviously, let's take a Pidgey. 941, 1200. I've had a lot of them run away. Some of that's Go Plus. Some of that's 406 Rattatas. That's probably a candidate. Spearow is probably not a candidate. 256, but it's decent. Poliwag, 329, which is lower than the 406. Yep, lower than 406. Okay. Caught quite a bit of Psyduck as well, but not quite enough. What else do I catch a lot of? I'll show you Pidgey, Caterpie, and Weedle. So at 374, that's actually pretty decently high. So it goes so far. Let's actually go down to Magikarp. I think it was 941. So it goes Pidgey, Magikarp, right now Rattata, then Weedles. But let's check out Drowsy. 535. That's my third most common Pokemon so far that that's probably my third most common one. So more than Weedles, more than Caterpies, more than Rattatas. I catch a lot of Drowsies. I also try to catch a lot of Slowpokes because I like Slowbro. 216 to 36. That's not a bad ratio. It's not too bad. Yeah, I catch a decent amount of EVs as well, 260. And obviously you saw my Dratini. So I'll put this all into a spreadsheet maybe sometime this week. Let's actually catch this Pidgey as well. I'll put it into a spreadsheet sometime this week. Let's try to hit an excellent. Oh, this is it. Oh, okay. I tried to hit an excellent. That's fine. What you want to do when you're catching these ones is you want to try to get the circle as small as possible. Okay, let's see here. Not even with, you don't have to hit within the circle. Like, that was pretty close to the ideal one. I probably should be using Great Balls because I need these Pokeballs for my Go Plus. Yeah. What's a fighter? So this one hopefully should be caught. 1, 2, 3. There you go. It's actually pretty. It's higher than my Pidgey that I just evolved. So obviously we want to hit and center to get that XP, but I think I'm gonna leave it there. So let me know what you think about the daily battle videos. Let me know your favorite Pokemon in Gen 1, your top 3 Pokemon that you've caught and seen, and I look forward to posting more Pokemon Go content. Thank you, and have a good night or day. I guess I should say both.